Hi guys, today we're going to do a 20-minute core flow. So there will be quite a few core exercises I'm sure many of you have already done, integrated with a little bit of yoga flow as well. Be prepared to get your heart rate up a fair bit. There will be times when you might be pushed. If it's too much, just come back into downward facing dog or into child's pose, totally fine. And hopefully you can do this multiple times and get used to it to a degree and strengthen your core as much as you can, because we all know that having a really strong core helps with absolutely everything, and it's integral for a really strong triathlete body. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's start. All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to be doing quite a lot of planks today. We're going to start in plank and we're going to hold plank for a couple of minutes. So just get ready for that, get your mind on and get yourself into plank. So plank, you can either stay with your knees on the ground or you can hop up into full plank. I'm just going to find our way here straight into it. The key with plank is shoulders over your wrists, coming a little bit more forward if you can though. We don't want to be back here. We want to be definitely shoulders over the wrist or slightly more forward. We want a little bit of a round in this top back body. We don't want to be arching. It's going to be more rounding, and we want to make sure that our tummy is really pulled in. We want the belly button to spine. Feet should be about hip width distance apart, and I want you pressing into the ground. We're going to start off with some plank cat and cows, literally just dropping your chest to the floor, bum up to the air, and then curling back under. Inhale as you drop your chest to the floor. Exhale as you curl back under. Inhale, exhale. Keep doing this. Want a nice tuck as we exhale. Inhale. And last one. Now we're going to stay in plank for a minute. Don't forget, you can put your knees down if you wish. Let's go. I want you to remember to turn your biceps to the front. We're going to pretend like you're opening up jam jars with your right and left hand. So your right hand, you're pushing down and clockwise, and left hand down and anti-clockwise. And that will help bring your bicep forward and your tricep back. 30 more seconds. Don't forget to breathe. Three, two, one, downward facing dog. Just let your head relax a little bit here. I'm getting straight into it, so we're asking a lot of our bodies. Use the opportunity when I pull you back into downward facing dog or into child's pose to really take a few deep breaths. Okay, back into plank, and now down forearm plank for a minute. Here we go. Forearm plank, we want our shoulders over our elbows this time. Coming slightly forward, a little bit of a rise through that upper back. And remember your belly button to spine. Turn your legs on as well. Everything is turned on in plank. 30 more seconds. Knees on the ground if you need. You can interlace your hands at the front as well, or you can keep them straight. 15. And from here, hands back into place and push up back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out through your feet. I'm not going to stay here for long though, we've only got 20 minutes. So back to plank and shoulder taps. Right hand to left shoulder. Now, really important to keep your hips stable. Pushing down through your hands to lift up. So down through your right hand, pushing down to tap your right shoulder and so forth. Trying to keep that upper body as solid as you can. It's going to turn on your tummy muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, I can even feel it in my upper back here. 1, and downward facing dog. Okay, back to plank again, and we're going to go down into low plank, onto our elbows, and then push up. So right side first, push up. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then left side. I want to make it even. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, back to high plank. And slowly, we're going to come down onto your tummy in 5 slow counts. 5, elbows in, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great, okay. From here, just wiggle out your bum a little bit, loosen that lower back. And I want your arms to come out to stop signs. We're going to focus on our lower back here, some lift and lowers, just with the chest at this point. So we're going to do slow ones to start. Once you lift up through your chest, inhale, 1, 2, 3, exhale down, 1, 2, 3, inhale. Don't forget to breathe. Squeeze your tummy, squeeze your bum. Don't just use your neck. Three more. 2. And 1. Great. From here, we're going to go into locust pose, where we're going to grab our hands just above our bum, interlace your hands. And again, we're going to lift and lower just through the front body. Feet down on the ground. Engage your core. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale. Using the lower back and your core muscles. Three, 2, and 1. Now arms out straight in front of us. We're going to do lift and lowers, opposite arm, opposite leg. So left arm, right leg, and down. Right arm, left leg, and down. Really conscious of that midsection and your glutes helping you do this. Shoulders away from your ears. Really nice, slow, engaged movement. You're really concentrating on the muscles that you're using. Pull the tummy in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from here we're going to do legs up, arms up, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your inner thighs together. Stay there. And lower. Wiggle it out a little bit. And then we're going to finish off being on the ground with 10 lift and lowers. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Wiggle your bum out again. Arms either side of your chest, feet pointing down. I want you to push through the ground as you lift up like one strong plank of wood. Push down, push down, push down to lift up, and then back to downward facing dog. Collect your breath here. Bend through the knees. I want you to grab your right hand and grab hold of your left ankle as you twist and look under your left armpit. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Come back to center. Inhale. Grab your right outer shin or your ankle with your left hand. Inhale. Exhale, twist, look under your right armpit. Okay, come back to downward facing dog. Right knee to the sky, inhale. Come to plank, keep it high. Or actually bring it back to about hip distance, right? Not too high, not too low. Try and bring it at that hip distance. We're going to do some drives, knee drives into our right elbow and back. Keep it up high. 2, 3. Come forward a little bit as you bring your knee in. And lift up. Engage your tummy, lift up, push down through your hands. And 2, and 1. Keep your right leg lifted. I want you to bring your right leg to your tummy, plant it in front of your, in between your two hands, rise up to crescent lunge, inhale. Hands in between your heart center, or at your heart center, come forward a little, and I want you to twist over to your right. Using your left elbow, push it against your right knee. So you're creating that midsection twist. And open up through the chest. Hands are pushing together hard to really get that twist happening. Okay. Back up to high plank. And we're going to do right knee drives again. This time, we're going to not move forward and back too much. We're going to try and keep really still. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 2, and 1. Back to downward facing dog. Left side, inhale. Bring it back to high plank. Your left leg in line with your hips. And we're going to bring it into your left leg. Sorry, your left elbow. 2. Remember to really tuck up and in. You can be on your knees here, that's fine. Up and in, lift up, lift up, lift up. Push down through your hands. Two more. And bring your knee to your chest, hold it there. And then place it in between your two hands at the front. Rise up to lunge. It's nice being off your hands a little here. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, leaning forward a little and twisting over to your left. Right elbow to left knee. Creating that nice twist. Open up through the chest. Hands pressing into each other. You can have your knee on the back knee on the ground as well here. Okay, coming back up to high plank. Back to our high plank, sorry. To crescent lunge and back to high plank, and then knee drives again, but keeping your hips really steady. Remember, biceps coming forward, drive. Five, 4, hang in there. 3, 2, and 1. Back to downward facing dog. I'm just going to do a few waves here to stretch out our tummy a little bit, just create a little bit of flow. So if you want to watch me, it's to simply come forward, drop your hips, and up. You can put your legs on the ground if you want, and then back to downward facing dog. If you don't want to do your legs on the ground, then it looks like this. And up, and then push. So some nice waves. This really opens up that front body and your tummy at the same time as keeping your heart rate up a little. 2, and 1, and stay there. Wiggle out your hips. Feeling it in your arms, I bet. All right, come back to high plank. Right leg to the sky, inhale. We're just going to do a lovely little flow here. Hands down by your feet again. Back to high plank through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Foot through in between your two hands, inhale. Hands beside each side of your foot. Back to high plank. Down, chaturanga, knees on the ground if you need. Up facing dog and downward facing dog. We're going to do a side plank now. Come to a high plank and then push down through your right hand to come onto side plank. Your right knee can go on the floor or it can stay up lifted. Feet, your left foot on top of your right. Left arm to the sky. We're going to do a few leg lifts. 2, 3, 4. Trying to keep your body in one sort of, so it could fit through 2 planes of glass. You don't want to be leaning over. You want to be nice and straight. 3, 2, 1. Stay there. Stay up, hop on your knee if you need. As we put our left hand behind our head, we're going to do some knee-ins with these ones. Crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, or up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Now we're going to move directly over to your left side. I'll turn around for you. On your left hand, remember your shoulder over your wrist. Nice straight, like in between 2 planes of glass. Leg lifts. 1. 8, 9, 10. Hand behind your head. Knee ins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 and 10. Well done. Back to high plank. Stay there. Come down through chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. And downward facing dog. I want you to move through onto your back now. We're going to bring our knees in and then raise them to the sky, or raise your toes to the sky. We're going to do little lifts and lowers to really work on our lower core here. So it's really, you don't want to be moving your bum up too much. It's just really little, tiny, tiny lifts. 10, 9. 10 more. Okay. Now I want you to, if we can, do lift and lowers of our whole legs or with our knees bent. So simply you can go down, only come to a point where your lower back doesn't arch too much, okay? So for me it's about there and back up. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Or simply toe taps. 10 more. And 10. Now definitely bend your knees and we're going to arms out to our side. We're going to slowly drop your knees over to your left and then really slow as you can, drop them all the way to your right. And up. Don't drop your knees all the way to the ground. Just hover it a little bit above and then pull it back up using your side core to do so. Inhale to lift up, exhale on the twist. One more each side. And exhale. Great. Hug your knees into yourself. Give yourself a little bit of a roll. I want you to roll up to all fours, back to plank, and then come down with me for 10 counts. 10, 9, elbows in, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to then put your arms out sort of each side of the top of your mat, and then come up to Sphinx pose, where you're stretching the front core and also your lower back. Bring your hands a little bit closer in if you need. It can be on your elbows as well, just to take that pressure off your tummy and stretch it all out. Hopefully you're feeling all of your core muscles now, and you might even feel them a little bit more tomorrow. Thanks very much.